Hi YouTubers, I just wanted to share about doing a BIOS update for this board. This is the board I've got in my computer, and well, basically what happened for me was my hard disk capacity was getting a bit limited with all the games and everything I had installed, so I upgraded to a 1 terabyte M.2 drive. And after doing that, I got to thinking, you know, generally give the computer a general upgrade and overhaul. You know, I cleaned out all the fans, all the dust that had accumulated inside. Only after a short time it's surprising how much dust can accumulate. Anyway, this is about the BIOS update. So you go over to this website, Aorus X570, there's the address there, and you've got, this is all your BIOS download files. So I simply downloaded the latest one. That is the latest one for this. You have to make sure you get your board, you have to look on your board for the revision number, make sure you get that right. It's in the corner of the board. It tells you in the manual, tells you just here on this page here where to look for it. Down there on the corner of the board it tells you what revision it is. That's quite important, so you need to make sure you get that right. And then so I downloaded this. Just click on download that. Then when you've done that, you get this file, you download this file. Oh, what's happened to focus? You download this file, and as you can see, it says X570A Aorus Lite, and then it's .f38g. You have to change the file type, so you have to rename that. I'm not getting a bit of focus problem there. Come on, focus. Sorry about that. So you go into the normal, you click on the file, yeah, and then you go to rename, and then you go along to the end, and then right to the end, and then you just backspace up to the dot, and then you just rename it in like that. That's all there is to it. And it gives you a warning you're about to change it, and you know it will change what it does and everything. That's what you want. And then you see it changes. The look of it changes. It's got this little green thing there, green logo thing, and then you flash this to I use this little 4 gigabyte SS this little card, 4 gigabyte, which I got off Amazon quite cheap. I just put that into put it into this thing like that, and flash that file, format it to what do they call it, 32. Can't remember the name of it now. I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, you have to format it to F32. I think it's F32. Anyway, the next important thing is, like, you can flash it across with Balena Etcher, something like that. So make sure that this is empty first, before you flash it, and then so just that one file on there, and then when you come to, you plug it in to see that socket there with the white tongue in the middle. You plug it in that socket, and then when you've done all that, you simply restart your computer, which I'll show you what the screen looks like. Oh yeah, just one other thing before I show you that. So before I did all this, I was having a bit of trouble with my computer. Wouldn't properly become Windows 11 Pro, which is what it, which is what it should be. I was having trouble with updates, but since I updated the BIOS, it's now downloaded the latest update, which is 23H2 Windows 11 Pro, and reinstalled the whole system like that. Well, not all my files and programs are all the same as usual. Migrating Windows from one drive to another, that's another story. But after I did that, I just generally want to upgrade the system, make sure it's all tickety-boo. So anyway, after doing the BIOS update, all these new updates, security updates, and the actual Windows version update all came through. So it was well worth doing the BIOS update for that reason alone. And so what am I doing? What am I telling you now? Oh yeah, so I'll close all that down. So if I restart the system, I'll show you what I did then. So when you're booting the system, it comes up and it says press the delete key. It'll come up in a second. Well, I got, it's a little bit different, but so depending, I got more than one operating system on the computer, so I got a grub menu, but here it is. So you need to get into the BIOS. Normally it's like press F12 or delete key, and when you get into the BIOS, you've got down here, you've got Q-Flash F8, so you click on that, and then you get this option here, Update BIOS USB. So if you've got that that little flash card in that socket with a white tongue, the one I showed you, you just click on this. I'm not actually going to do it because I've already done it, but the device will be shown here. The device will show up here in this list. You just click on it, and then you click on here, and it'll give you warnings about, do you really want to do it and everything. And that will just it will then take about, I don't know, like 10 minutes or something, and updates your BIOS. I think that's pretty much all I've got to tell you. It's not as difficult as you might think it would be, although it does say in the manual something about if your computer's working okay, don't update the BIOS, because it's like if you get it wrong, it can potentially brick your entire system. So if you do anything like this, you're doing it at your own risk, you know. And but I thought to myself, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I wanted my system to be working a bit better, and I thought, and the BIOS that was on it was like F11 in that list of updates. You'll see on there one at F11, which was already well out of date when I bought the motherboard new. So I thought, well, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I thought I'll just give it a go, and downloaded the latest BIOS update, flashed it over like I explained, and now the system is running much better. And like I said, I've got latest security updates and other quality updates, and this new thing come through which I couldn't access before. It's like the Dev Home. It's some Microsoft thing for coders, and it gives you system information about the CPU, what the CPU is doing, memory, your network. There's a lot you can. Anyway, that's another story, but I highly recommend it. Anyway, God bless. I hope that helps.